I'm Dylan Black. You know, it's not always easy stuff at all. So let's talk about the home buying process. With us right now, we have a mortgage agent, and he's with Ian Charlebois & Associates Real Estate Mortgages. Christian Richardson is joining us right now. Hello, Christian.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good to have you here now. Now, it's complicated stuff for some people, right?
Definitely.
What exactly is your role as a mortgage agent?
So I work with more than 30 lenders, banks, and institutions, and I sort of act as the intermediary between borrowers, people looking for money to buy a house, and those institutions. So just kind of simplify the process and help them through it.
Okay, so where are you exactly based out of?
Here in Ottawa,
Yeah.
Ottawa and the surrounding area, Kingston, up in the valley.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah,
okay, so
wherever it takes me.
You have all kinds of tips for us here, and I know we've got lots
Yeah.
to get to. What are some of the top mortgage tips?
So the big thing is to be prepared. So kind of have your documents in ready up front. Lenders and all that stuff are going to have questions about your income and stuff like that, so they want to verify it all. So T4s, notice of assessments, pay stubs, stuff like that. You'll want to talk to a mortgage professional. They'll kind of simplify the process for you, help you through it, get a pre-approval, pre-qualified, know what you can afford. A lot of people will be kind of shocked maybe with new rules that have come in about what they can actually afford. So you can kind of shop with confidence in that regard.
Can you tell us about some of those new rules for people watching right now?
Yeah, so back in early January 1st, 2018, new rules were brought in that kind of changed what you have to qualify at. So they kind of raised guidelines and stuff like that, so it just makes it tougher all around to qualify for a house.
Okay, all right. So obviously a broker, an agent, can help with all this process.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so what does it mean to refinance?
Yeah,
your home?
So I mean, when your mortgage comes up for renewal, if you've been making your payments on time and stuff like that, banks and other institutions are going to want to compete for your business. So a mortgage professional like myself can help you sort of, weigh all those options that are out there, find you the best rate, and a little bit of work done by you up front. We do sort of all legwork and can save you a lot of money down the road.
Okay, can I ask you, a personal question, but
yeah.
I mean, how do you get compensated when you help people out?
Yeah, so that's the thing. A lot of people ask that. So the lenders, they'll pay us. So there's no fee usually to work with us. So
that's good to know.
Yeah, so I'm always acting in the borrower's best interest.
Yeah, that's really good to know, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not just trying to push them in directions that perhaps, so you can get a bigger percentage, right?
Exactly.
What does it mean to access home equity? What is home equity all about?
Yeah, so that goes back to refinancing, right? So, maybe you've already gone through buying your first home and stuff like that, and you're down the road, you have some kids, maybe you've come into some debt and stuff like that. You can refinance, access some of that equity in your home to help put your kids through school, maybe pay off some debts and stuff like that. And it's a low-cost option. Okay. So yeah, a mortgage professional will help you through that all.
Okay, because debt is an issue then.
Yes.
So I'm just curious how badly debt hurts when it comes to the whole mortgage process.
Yeah, so I mean, when you're buying your first home and stuff like that, people are often surprised, right? They have their credit card bills and balances and stuff like that. Maybe your minimum payment that you have to make is very small, but a lender, when they look at it, they calculate your monthly payment as 3% of that balance. So $100,000 or $10,000 in credit card debt lowers your buying power by $60,000. So it can have a huge effect. So alternatively, looking at that, if you pay off $17,000 in debt, you can afford another $100,000 towards a home.
Okay, so maybe this is a simple question. If you're in debt, like right up to your eyeballs, can you not be approved for a mortgage?
That's not necessarily true. You always want to talk to a professional. So I like working with people, and we can, maybe we're not ready to buy right now, but we can start you on the process to maybe buying in 6 months, a year, or at least getting you back on track and good in that regard.
That's good news for a lot of people out there, because it's tough times, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not always about just the rate. There's so many other conditions to be looked at.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, everyone's tuned to kind of get their best value for their dollar, right? But that's not always what's best. There's lots of, you may have a rate that's really low and it looks great, and you may have one that's a little bit higher. But what are the pitfalls with selecting that lower rate? There's a lot of fine print that goes into mortgages, and it's all worded differently between all the different banks and other institutions. So we can kind of look at that. Maybe you move in a couple of years, or you have to access more equity to pay off debt. There's a lot of penalties that come with stuff like that. So just looking at all those options and weighing them.
I guess the best way to look at all these options is to sit down with a fellow like you.
Yeah, it helps.
Okay, so what's the best way to contact you? Is it through IanCharlebois.ca?
Yeah, reach her there. He has a finance. He does a lot of real estate, but he also has a financing to get people set up and approved. Yeah.
He has a great team, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you very much, Christian Richardson, mortgage agent, for being here today. We appreciate your time. And as always, we appreciate your time. Check out our YouTube channel. Always something waiting for you there.